Turn my music up. Real spit, talking shit. Talking shit, real spit in this bitch. Hey. Real spit. We in this bitch. Hey. This shit is raw.
Right, fire.
Hey.
Album coming soon. I'm not doing it with you.
Hey. Hold up.
What's up, guys? This is Jay.
This is Tay.
This is Kay.
And this is
Real
Real
Sick.
Sick. Hey, we live in my living
We
room.
switched the location on y'all.
Right.
And tonight we have a special guest.
Yes, we
You
do.
can introduce yourself, boo.
I'm Ashley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for coming on, Ashley.
Thank you for having me. Of course.
You know?
Tonight we are going to be talking about getting into her book called, wait, hold on. I Could Have Been Her?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I always get the title of the song and your book messed up. I was like,
You putting the singer her in there?
yeah, I was like, because I was thinking about it when I wanted to put it on the story.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I could put the song on there, put a little
did.
vibe on there. And then I almost
She
typed
already
that. I was like, let me go back to my email before she be like, no, that's not what
Not
this
what-
is.
that's right.
Let me make sure I got it all together. Well, of course, let's get it off our spirit.
Yes.
We getting it off our spirit.
What are we talking about getting off your spirit this time?
I don't really know. Like, I was saying, like, January to me mentally is my free trial month.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're in February, you know, I feel like, all right, in February, you need to have something going on for yourself. You need to, you know, well, this year, I kind of want to make sure I really have a goal and I'm doing it. I'm not just talking shit. So this year, get it off my spirit. This year, I have a business plan wrote down,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like if I took the time out to write this whole business plan down, I have to go put it into action. No questions asked. I'm not slacking no more. I want to get it done.
Okay.
So I need to make my connects and get it started. So in 2021, it can be up and running.
So have you created the business plan yet so far then? Okay.
Yeah, I already did it. It's just sitting in my notebook waiting to
Hey,
be
get it going, yeah.
thriving.
Real spit is part of that business plan.
Yes.
You know?
I don't know what. We got to keep getting things together. I kind of just want, with Real Spit, I just want to get it to a point where, I don't know. I just want it to, people to actually know about us and get us out there so we can get to the next level. Because here is, to me, this is the next level because we doing this by ourselves. I fuck with this. Like, I love the studio, but I fuck with this. Look at us. Look at us. But no, the other business plan I have is to actually help communities. Like, I want to help Black mothers, Black women, Black fathers, Black men, and overall the Black family. Like, I want to help recreate the Black family. So, like, I don't want this cycle of whatever we got going on in families continuing, especially just like how I was raised, and then like, you know, I'm bringing a child into this world, and you know, I don't want my child to feel like, I don't know, I want them to have some structure and to actually, like, either way things go, like, you know, create a path that's gonna be strong, and then so when you create the next generation or whatever for this world, at least you know this is gonna be right, and let's keep it building. Like, let's keep it strong. That's just what I want before I die.
I may be able to help you with that. I'm working on starting a nonprofit.
Beautiful.
We need to
Link
talk.
up.
Right.
Yes, I'm ready.
I mean, it's called a sister struggle.
See,
I mean, it gears towards working with, I don't like the word Black, but melanin people.
see,
So
that's a better word. Yes, I'll try. Cause I'm used to saying Black people because all of us aren't
Black
just
derives
that.
from a Latin word that means dead, and I'm not dead.
Mm.
So
I
I
did not know
prefer
that.
the word melanin because It's two types of melanin. It's phew-melanin and hue-melanin. One gives you like a reddish oranges, which would be me and you, and one gives you like a darker brown to like a darker skin tone, which would be them.
I did not know that.
Oh, I learned that in hair school.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, like,
Shit.
yeah.
I'm tired of teaching life lessons. All right, go ahead.
You ain't even tempted to see it.
Right.
You know, it's a lot to learn. I was just talking to my students today about the Willie Lynch letter, and I don't know if y'all ever read that or know what it is. But the Willie Lynch letter was actually Willie Lynch was this crazy ass white man that said basically he wrote a letter to basically dehumanize black people, and he actually has a part of the letter, like the letter was basically saying he put lights against lights, dark against dark, old against old, young against young, and vice versa all the way around. And I was just reading this one part today where it says breaking the nigger woman. And they wonder why we are so independent, you know, why our moms are so hard on us is because they were conditioned to be that way. Because they said basically if you broke the nigger woman, she wouldn't need a man. And if you make the man basically demasculize him, he wouldn't be shit. You know, his mom would basically coddle him and he would look for that structure of being catered to. So it's really, really deep. Like, you gotta really get into it.
I gotta look that up.
Motherfucking Willie.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll read you the breaking process of the nigger woman. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to exact that last bit of bitch out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. And then it's a whole bunch of other stuff. And then it says right here, like the last bit of it says, by her being left alone, unprotected, and that's a big thing in our community. Women don't feel protected, especially by the black man. And it says, with the male image destroyed, and that's in bold letters. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychologically dependent state to frozen independent state. It's deep.
All right, yeah, so I'm alright.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need you to send that to me in my DM.
Yeah, it's
that
deep.
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deep.
I would love to read that.
Yeah.
But Jay, what is on your spirit? Like, what are you getting off as your free trial month is over? What are you focusing on?
Not the free trial.
I don't know. Just get my mind right, I guess.
Okay.
Just get in a better headspace with certain things and just, you know, move forward with life and just bringing back the positive mindset and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't know.
Ash, what about you? What is on you? And now that you've gone through your first 30 days, what are you ready to do now? Well, 31 days, actually.
I'm ready to rebrand myself. When I say myself, me and my business, become more sociable with events and getting out there and selling my books and my wigs and stuff like that. And work on opening up my wig store.
Oh, you got multiple things you're working on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Things.
Oh no.
And you
I
say
ain't got time.
wigs.
Right.
I make wigs.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, I do hair for a living. I make wigs. I do nails. I do a lot. I'm a jack of all trades.
Yes, we love that.
Yeah, I'm not about to pay nobody to fuck me up.
Right.
I fuck myself.
Right. You can at least explain it to yourself, like, I did my bad for
Right.
myself.
You can look at yourself and be like, you know what?
Right. You
It's
paid
okay.
her to do
It's
that
gonna
to
be
you?
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Like, oh, I'll cut my own hair. I don't need nobody to cut my hair. You ain't about to chop me up wrong.
Right.
I don't need you to, I damn sure don't need you to color my shit, because these girls out here, I can't stand messed up color. That irritates me, because I'm a color specialist as well, and that burns my biscuits that these girls be out here with two-tone hair. The root be brown, the ends be black, the bottom be gray. I just be like, honey, you pay her, and a lot of times I
Pick
look
a
at this
color.
shit like, you pay her for this shit? Like you really got up and you paid for this.
Like, oh, this cute.
She was pressured. She ain't know she could tell the
but
girl
you
needs some
real,
help.
bitch.
Oh, you ain't have to pay him.
Right.
Like, this ain't what I said when I sent you the picture.
No. Oh, and I can't stand them. This is what she wanted versus what she got, and it don't look nothing like what she wanted.
When I see those
Look, these two.
I see those pictures, I do like, oof. How'd you get here? How'd you walk out the door looking like this?
Ain't nobody. I wouldn't have left a chair.
Like,
that's not even close to the picture.
She gotta sit down and let me fuck her up.
Just
We
be
just
even.
we gotta be even.
Like first I'ma part it. Like girl, like every time if your hair don't. Let me just say for me, if my hair don't look like how I wanted it, I just get a headache. I feel like, oh my God.
You get stressed out. Like that stresses you out.
I got somewhere to go today.
I got the hair done today just because I wanted to go out.
Right, like I got something to do, and now you got me stressed.
Yeah, I would say for me, now that these first 30 days are over, 31 days are over, I'm really just focusing on still the financial piece of trying to get out of all the old debts that I've created from before.
Well, we are trying to get financially stable.
So now I'm just really focused on just bankruptcy, getting that started and getting it done just because I got too much to even pay. I'm like, I jacked it up on purpose for real. I said, but I'm going to clear it up. Everybody else filed bankruptcy, so I can do it my own one time in 7 years. So I'm going to get started on that. Well, I'm already started on that.
Is it worth it though? I mean, not like, because I don't know really what bankruptcy really does. So is it worth it?
We basically give you a clean slate.
Yeah.
And I honestly am going to pay less for my bankruptcy than I would to pay all these people back.
It's basically like a consolidation in so many words. It's just a bad way of saying it, but they just basically take all your debt and they just add it up and they just be like, say like if you $100,000 in debt, they'll minimize it to you paying like $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically get out of paying what you owe.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like a percentage.
yeah, it's basically like you pay a percentage of your debt. And then you just take a piece of paper to a lawyer, be like, look, you know, he find the numbers. Right, he find out the numbers. And then he be like, well, look, this is what you gotta pay. And then it basically, like, once he do that, he gonna get hella credit cards in the mail. Like, it's gonna be like, keep 18 again.
Right.
Fresh start. Like,
I'm a baby. And I can do it right this time because I got some more experience. I ain't gonna throw it away like that the first time.
I'm trying to figure out because, you know.
You gotta be like a certain amount in debt for it to really.
Oh yeah.
Mine 100,000 or nothing, but it's just like it's there.
Be some serious debt for it to actually be meaningful.
Yeah.
Some credit card debt.
but yeah, I mean, because it stays on your record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to build it
stops
back
you
up.
from getting like a house. It stops you from getting apartments that run, like when they run credit checks. Like it stops you from all that. Even though it gives you a fresh start, it also is like
Doesn't
you'll
like,
see
oh,
that
you were unstable.
because that's like a bad sign. Like, oh, they're not good with money.
Yeah.
They had so much in debt that they had to do bankruptcy.
When they tell me that, I'm like, Donald Trump did it. He's running America.
Listen,
we
I'm
ain't
sure
even go there.
We ain't even gonna go on peach fuzz.
Right.
orange man.
Right.
He's a white man in America.
That's true.
That's white privilege, baby. He the only person that could file bankruptcy the past 20 years.
times.
Look, the past 20 years.
I feel like they seven times he did it or something. I'm like,
Seven?
Oh, he done did it.
he did it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he tripping.
Yeah, that's all I freaking remember from him growing up is Donald Trump filed for
And
bankruptcy.
he still got that same raggedy ass hairpiece.
Yeah.
Like it ain't like
come on, sis.
Come on, sis.
like it just.
It's just like it's kind of like it's floating a little bit.
Like
it's
that's what I'm saying. It's just
like it's just okay. Like sis, come
You
on.
remember on the Goofy movie in the you ever seen the Goofy movies of
Yes.
Disney? And the one dude that was singing the little
Yes.
and he had that little wave, the little
Yes.
right
I know
top.
exactly what you're talking about.
That's
yeah.
what his look like, just the white version.
Okay,
So y'all, let's get into our first topic. Jay,
Okay.
take it away, my friend.
Okay, our first topic is going to be what happened last week at the Super Bowl
Yes.
when the national anthem was happening and Jay-Z and Beyonce sat down during it and like all hell broke loose because of that. I guess people was talking about it was, what was they talking about?
Well, there's
disrespectful or something.
Yeah, disrespectful to America, of course.
And
Tommy
then Colin got
Lawful.
brought up in it, of course, and I'm just like,
My
okay.
question to y'all is, do y'all stand up for the national anthem?
No.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've even heard it.
No.
I told my son's teacher, I said, y'all say the Pledge of Allegiance? She said, yes. I said, he will not be pledging to nobody's allegiance.
Yeah.
I said, his ass will sit down. I said, so do not ever make my son partake in that. I
Did
don't
they try to make him?
Oh, I have no idea because she don't want me to come see her. So if she know what's good for her, she better not make my son say no shit like that.
He better not come home and say I had to stand up.
But in my opinion, it is not even had so much to do with them. I'm just speaking on myself. I don't believe in standing up for a country that has oppressed us. You know, that Pledge of Allegiance doesn't mean shit to us.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything for us. You know what I'm saying? It don't say nothing about niggas in there having the right in the pursuit of happiness. That's in the Bill of Rights to be pursuit of happiness. But yet alone ain't none of us had the pursuit or the happiness.
Oh.
So I don't give a damn if they sat or if they stood. But me personally, I ain't even attended an event where we even got to deal with
That's what I'm
the
saying. I'm like,
controversy.
I'm like, alright, it's been a long time since I had to even be around the, you know, the national anthem or Pledge of Allegiance. Like, I don't know what I would do. I don't think I would stand up. I'm just like, listen,
These
because my
legs don't sit.
ancestors, they was out here being motherfucking oppressed by y'all and shit. We still ain't really getting nowhere. A lot of black people. I mean, yeah, we are in a much better place, but at the end of the day, the world is still being ran by white folks. You know, we can't get. Look at how much they pay us. How we ever going to get out of debt, or how we ever going to get ourselves in a better, you know, place financially? And it's just like.
But it's never gonna be like that because you know they just started giving black people life insurance in like the late 70s, early 80s, I think. Because before then they didn't want black people, black men leaving their kids nothing. So they didn't even have life insurance for us. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't even accumulate generational wealth. So with that being said, like we ain't gonna never get nowhere as long as they run the world and as long as you have people behind the scenes controlling things that we don't even know that happens. Like genetic modified food, you know, GMO food, you know, they killing us through that. And then people be wondering why they got every roid in the book when they get
You get diagnosed all the way.
She got thyroids, hemorrhoids, meteoroids.
Not meteoroids.
She got every type of
It's
roid
so
in the
crazy
book.
because it's just so deep. Like it's just we just was brought into this world and this place where it's like we were destined to fail because of just how it started off.
I mean,
like,
but that was because we were conditioned to. Like, they know who we are. We are the illuminated people. We are the people. We are the sun God's children. You know, you have to know your history. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Black History Month. I was telling my students today, like, if y'all really knew where you came from, you know, the Jews that you like, the waves that you like, them came from pharaohs. You know, we were kings, we were queens. You know, they took us from that because they had it in their mind, like, shit, they keep running the world, you know.
We in trouble.
My point is exactly, like, at a point in time, Africa was at the top of the map. And a lot of people don't even know that. But they took it. It changed because, like, like I said, you gotta go back to when the Moorish was here. Like, the Moorish people, they were the first people to discover America before it was even called America. You know, they came here, sailed here 20,000 times, you know, and they introduced these Europeans. And then when the Europeans, you know, they were still in the Dark Ages. They weren't even bathing, you know, they was raping each other and doing all type of heinous acts to each other. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so deep, you know, like, you know, people don't even know California is named after a queen called Queen Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really deep, like the whole nature of us and where we come from and as a people. You know, like, I wear the Eye of Horus around my neck and people look at it and say, oh, that's the Illuminati. And I say, you're ignorant. because that's not what that means. Because if you look at it, and if you know your history, you'll know what it means, and you will understand who Horus was, who Osiris was, who was Peru, who was Isis, who was Amun Ra, who were these people. And this is where they get the RX from. You know the RX that's on your prescription? Mm-hmm. This is where they get it from. Mm. You know, all of these signs that be in our face, the eye, the pyramids, you know, all of these things generate from us. Mm-hmm. You know, like the you know them little nutcracker looking dudes that with the tall hats.
Yeah.
Those were actually a group of black people that they took that concept from a group of black people that actually their hair was actually like that. Like Marge Simpson, their hair was really like that in real life. Mm-hmm. Like the Tasmanian devil. Those were people, it was a group of people called the Tasmanians. And they actually wiped them out. Mm-hmm. Like Jim just killed them all.
I did not even know that one, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot deeper than what people know. And the fact that black people are so ignorant and they don't care to educate themselves. You'd rather educate yourself on a dumbass rapper and know his whole life and know whether he got herpes, AIDS, or whatever. But
why
you
was
don't
I thinking
even
of the same person you think?
But you
that damn NPA.
But you don't even you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know nothing about yourself. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's really deep. Like, I didn't know, like, back before 1912, vanilla ice cream was black. Because, you know, the original color of vanilla is black. Mm-hmm. Well, like they said, white folks couldn't let us have something that tastes so good and it be black. So they changed it to white after 1912.
Yeah, and Dr. Selby did say.
Yeah, Dr. Selby?
He was like, anything white.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Mm-mm. That's what he said?
Yeah, it's not. You're not supposed to eat white sugar. You're not supposed to eat white bread. That's why they say you're supposed to eat wheat bread because it's healthier. Mm-hmm. You know, it's cauliflower. I can't even say. Yeah, like he said, broccoli.
Not even.
Yeah, he said broccoli is a hybrid. You're not even supposed to eat broccoli.
Oh yeah, broccoli is man-made. I told you it was man-made.
Yeah, because you found out on Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter is good for more than just porn. But going back to the controversy for Jay-Z and Beyonce, those two y'all. Of course, you know Jay-Z owns a stake in the NFL in terms of him being the musical developer for the Super Bowl.
But really? He said, fuck the NFL.
Wait a minute, but you need me and I don't need you.
Yeah.
Help me give me some clarity on this guy,
It's
because I don't understand. Are you on both sides of the fence here, or what are we doing here? Because on one foot you saying, you know, fuck the Super Bowl, you need me, I don't need you, but yet alone you sitting in the NFL Super Bowl, you sitting in the NFL office saying, you know, Colin Kaepernick was done, but what are we doing? What is the solution? But yet alone, you're the music coordinator, but you ain't never performed. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's what I was thinking too, because I'm like, then he said it in his whole song, like, fuck y'all.
That was in Black Effect. That was in Black Effect.
Something, yeah. I couldn't think of the song because I heard that part in my mind. I'm like, okay, but I don't know. Like, I feel like what he said though, like about Colin Kaepernick. Yes, Colin. What is it?
I hate that his name is Colin.
Yeah,
I just feel like
Colin
Kaepernick. I just feel like, you know, but he's right, because it's just like everybody's like, oh, you didn't stand up.
So who cares?
Like, so we went past this. We seen what they did to him, and nobody wants to give old boy a job and let him throw a football now. But y'all yelling at Beyonce and Jay-Z. I would have sat down too.
I mean, and let's be real. People, the picture they show, other people were sitting down also too. So.
Yeah, so it was just like, shoot. When I was at
shit.
When he did that,
carrying y'all on my toes.
When it first came out, I think I went to a basketball game with my friend because her nephew played basketball. It was like, you know, take your hats off and stand up for the pledge or whatever the fuck. I sat down. All the people was looking at me. My friend like, you gonna stand up?
Right. And so,
no.
That's my prerogative.
Oh, I'm not about to stand up. Fuck y'all. Fuck America.
Right.
I said it loud too. Fuck America. Like, no, I'm not about to stand up. I'm about to stand and sit right here. Now I did feel a little bit like, should I? But then I'm like, you know what? I'm already sitting down.
I'm like, I ain't been to an event in a while. I'm like,
let me sit down.
Let me sit
Because
down.
I was just like, am I being ignorant? But then I'm like, I'm trying to make a point.
I got you.
But it did feel weird making that point, but it felt good at the same time. Because people was still just staring at me while they slowly sat back down in their seat.
Okay, so you was just bringing change. All right, go ahead, girl.
But it's just like, I mean, he's right. Like, it's just like, when is the change gonna happen? See, this is why nothing has happened, because I feel like people are afraid to change.
No, man.
Black
That's
people
very
are afraid to change.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very true.
Because it's just like, like I said, I felt a little bit like, I'm the only one doing this. Like, maybe I should stand up.
Right.
Like, maybe I shouldn't follow what I see on social media. But then I'm just like, no, like, I feel like overall that was wrong, because he did something that he felt was right. And then they just fired him over that. Like, I didn't know you can simply get fired for kneeling on your knee, right? And putting your fist up. Like, what? Maybe that's what he wanted to do. So now y'all just mad at him?
But they banned it all the way around. Like, they said in the Olympics that you're not allowed to politically stress your views. You can't be, and you can't be you can't win a medal and be like this. Because they got a photo from the 70s where they did that. They said that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
And I feel like, how can you tell somebody how to politically feel when politics is all about how you feel and your point of view? So who are you to tell me, well, you can't sit down during the national anthem? Fuck that anthem. Where in the anthem does it speak that my people is free? Because we're still not free.
Hello.
Yeah. Trump done came in and these white folks done got so out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Baby, when I tell you they've been roaming out of one so long, they need to find one to hop in it, because I feel like it's going to be a break of another war. Because we're not our ancestors. We don't have tolerance. We don't have the mental stability to deal with the ignorance of white people. So they've had it locked up for so long because they know, shit, today's people fuck around and slap the shit out you in the stove. And it's like, now they're feeling free just to say, you know what, fuck you, nigga. And they think that you're just going to walk away. And guess what?
They trying to hold us. They trying to
pull our whole car. Like, shit sweet.
Like, they don't know.
No one ain't raised no
hoes. They already stressed the fuck out.
Right. So we already filed bankruptcy and shit.
We ain't even 30 yet. We
fucked up out here.
Like, man, please.
Bitch, y'all don't know what the fuck I'm going through.
I'm from a bitch, I will kill you.
Look, I got 10 kids, 5 baby daddies.
Ain't nothing paying that damn child support.
Look, bitch, I'm struggling.
I just beat my baby daddy with a bat today. You about to be next, my boy. What?
Bitch, I'm selling everything.
Right. I got OnlyFans and all. I still need some more help.
But no, they acting out of pocket, especially like they seen what Trump was on when he was trying to get elected. Like when he got on, I don't know if it was, I probably seen it on Instagram. I don't really watch the news. But when he was that one white boy like pushed that black girl.
Oh Lord.
And like was shoving her, kept shoving her and shit.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And then he went to jail. He was like, I'ma bail him out.
Oh, and he did.
Yeah.
That was like the lady with the hijab.
He really on some.
The lady with the hijab, he pushed her. It was a Muslim girl, and she spoke her view on it. And I think it was either Donnie or somebody else in his camp. Like really abused her, you know what I'm saying, and people went crazy with that. So I think the fact that they feel like this is not Jim Crow. Jim Crow dead. He's been dead for some time now. You cannot come this way with these 19 anything, 18, 17, 16, 15, shit, 14. Hell, I don't know. You can't come this way with no teen shit. Because we in the 20s. So you come this way with that weird shit. I had to dog a lady not too long ago, like, and this was basically systematic racism. I go to this certain place to pick up my package. And any other time I come in there, I'm normally in there by myself. I just say, I'm here to pick up my package, such and such. Oh, okay. I ordered some stuff from Fashion Nova. A Chinese chick, an Asian, whatever the hell she is, white chick. She done brought the little scanning machine out to the white broad. Okay. Oh my God! Here, yes, honey. Here, sign your name. Ain't now one of these bitches got a damn the little UPS slip or nothing. So I go inside with my ID because I left the slip at home. I say, well, here's my ID. You know, I'm here to pick up. Well, you need your slip. I said, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Who are you talking to? I said, you know, you could just use my. Well, I can't find it that way. I said, look here. Yes, you can. I said because they wouldn't tell me to bring my ID if you couldn't. Yeah. I've been working here for 15 years. I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck where you been working at. I said, bitch, you gonna take this motherfucking ID? She gonna say, oh well, such and such. I said, you know what? So I'll get on the phone with UPS and they say, oh well, we can't find it. This. So I'm like. I finally had got on my phone because I didn't have no data, and I got my tracking number. Oh well, did you find it? But the Chinese broad or whatever fuck she was, she came in, she rolled her out all 3 of her goddamn packages. Bitch ain't have a slip in sight. So now I'm angered. I'm pissed.
I would have been.
So
I don't give a fuck if you was here for 15 minutes.
I finally get the number off my phone. I hand it to her. This bitch walked in the back, turned right, and the goddamn package was sitting right. I said, bitch, the motherfucker. I said, bitch, I just seen you pick up the package. Wait a minute. She gonna say, well, I didn't know where it was at. I said, bitch, my motherfucking name sitting on the goddamn package, bitch. I said, you know what? I said, that's what's wrong with you bitches. I said, you was a rude ass bitch. She said, oh, well, I heard you out here and it's always other people. I said, bitch, fuck you. Give me my goddamn package before I slap the shit out your motherfucker. She's like, no, mercy. Oh, my God. I said, no, bitch. You gonna get what you looking for. I said, because at the end of the day, all of that wasn't called for. Yeah. You know, but when we go off like that, we're labeled as, you know, the angry black woman or the angry black man. But yet alone, I'm not gonna kiss your ass. You know, I'm not going to sit here like, oh yes, I'll get it. No, bitch, this your fucking job, bitch. Do your fucking job. I said, bitch, it's not my fault that your grown ass working fucking UPS. You should have chosen a better fucking career, bitch.
Because at the end of the day, you don't really need my slip. You don't really.
You don't need
They gonna throw it away anyways. You don't need. I
need your tracking number, or I said, you know what, bitch, track these. Like, in and around your mouth.
Because I would have been mad too, because like every time, especially when you go to the post office, I could have just my slip. If I don't have that ID, they're not looking at nothing.
So that's what I'm saying. Had I would have came in there with the slip, you would have told me I needed my ID.
Period.
But yet alone, neither one of these people that you just serviced had this slip. So you want to sit up here?
That was nothing but bull.
You want to sit up here and talk crazy to me? I said, bitch, fuck you with your white ass.
Sure. With your white ass. Because my days of online shopping, I know that. Missing the mailman, no, they don't even care about the slip. They throw that right away as soon as they.
I want to see a picture.
They want to make sure I am Taylor Anderson. Yep. Like period. So yeah, she was shooting.
They get out of pocket.
The only story I have is when I got into it with this white man, and he just told me all I'm ever good for is to lay on my back because I'm a black woman.
Oh really? I'd have told his pig ass that he's not good for anything. That's why the fuck he works where the fuck he works.
Man, I was so sorry to get him. I was just like,
I would have been sorry. I'd have been like, yo,
because I didn't know what. I was at work and I was 19 years old. I didn't know what to say.
You wish you could get on top of this bitch. Your grandson tried to get a piece of this. I'd have been like, where your grandson at? Right. Your son at, bitch. Send him this way. Bitch,
you want to know where I'm gonna be at when I clock out.
I'll change your bloodline up real quick. Get you a chocolate. Get you a little chocolate nappy headed ass.
What's some rhythm?
Right. That's some dance.
Some dance.
Don't piss me off. Fuck around, fuck a white man. I don't believe in fucking white men, but I'll fuck around and fuck one just because. Have his ass going home on Thanksgiving shit, thugged out. You like shit, he done go him with gold teeth, sagging his pants, got a little line in his head,
throwing that gang sign.
home to my goddamn son.
Don't talk
The
about
right
her like
one.
that.
The right
Go to
one.
war for this
Right.
man.
What? Don't let him find the right
That mac
one
and
that's
cheese
gonna change
way
his
better than
life.
your shit.
Mhm.
Look, and she
Put some
cooks me
seasoning,
chicken.
right.
Look, she cooks me chicken.
Don't talk about Shaniqua like that, Mom. She cooks better than you. Like,
Getting
boy.
Her
kicked out the
macaroni
will.
and cheese is
Mm.
done.
To
And her
die
chicken-
for, Mom.
and her
She put 4 kinds of different cheese in that motherfucker.
Look, she put 7 block cheese and 2 bags of shredded. You use Velveeta.
That's all you use.
That's
Nah.
like,
Velveeta and water. You don't even use milk, Mom.
No,
I
bro.
learned that from her. You're supposed to
Yeah.
use milk and an egg. Mom.
Right.
oh my
Be
god.
like,
Fall
fuck
in
you,
love.
Mom. I'm going home to Shaniqua and the Johnsons.
Yes, you gotta be John.
We don't eat
Right.
pumpkin no more. We eat that sweet potato.
Right.
I'm going to sit my face in between her sweet potato pie right now.
I get that.
Man, and that's just so crazy because they like, hey, why y'all be hating? But y'all love us though. Oh my
They
god.
They do culture
Appropriate
research.
us.
Oh my god, I
And
was just
everything.
talking about that today.
They
Oh
want to
my
put
god.
boxer braids in there.
Boxer.
Wait a
braids.
minute, did you see the dude G-Eazy?
G-Eazy.
He went to prom with a young lady.
Oh yeah, with them cornrows.
Baby.
I was
First and
dead.
foremost, who the
I
hell
was
put this
dead.
shit in your head that got it to stay?
Yeah,
Second of all,
they had to do
They had some
something.
spritz.
no, you have to braid their hair white. I mean, white
Right.
people hair, you have to braid it wet. Because
Yeah.
if you don't, it'll break.
Oh my
and it won't
God.
last.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then
Dry
he
shampoo or
had something. No, you can shampoo it regularly like you do our hair, but you have to braid it wet because when it dries, it hardens. That's how you know they ain't real. You know, that's how you know they not real people and they
Yeah.
They
hair
got real
texture-
people.
They come from us. See, y'all gotta watch Hidden Colors. Y'all gotta really watch Hidden Colors and
I'm
really
sure.
find out where white people came from albinos.
Mm-hmm.
When a certain group of people move from Africa and they move beyond the equator, you know, when you move beyond the equator, your skin gets lighter. So they said, oh shit, they said albino, well maybe we could keep diluting this bitch, diluting her, you know, keep on fucking her with another albino, and before you know it, them motherfuckers came. Because why is it that when every time a white person do their DNA, they got some type of black in them?
That's true.
We got another fully on our head.
No,
Man,
that's real. No, that's
For
real.
real. I'm gonna look this. Oh man, she gonna have me researching. 'Cause
Man,
look,
seriously. You got it, man. When I tell you, the pink, weird motherfuckers, you gotta watch them.
Weird motherfucker.
You gotta watch them. The
They
motherfuckers
not real.
They be outside jogging and shit like this with some with a hoodie,
talk about
some
the
shorts.
moisture. Remember that video?
a
Yeah.
hoodie, some shorts,
Oh my
and some
gosh.
damn flip flops.
Yeah.
You
For
confused.
sure, because I've seen it multiple
Yes.
times.
And be out there.
Whew, I'm
Like-
turning up.
Right.
Like, bitch, get inside.
And
I'm
they
jogging
must have
pants.
sweat.
Like, how y'all not sick?
Right.
Like,
That's
what's
sick.
going on? Like, I don't understand.
I
that
still
shit
want to
weird.
know if it's true that they got that some of them born with tails on their ass and they had their tail cut off.
Oh, see, I don't see. I'm gonna head out because I don't know.
Talk about my head.
Girl,
I
head to
don't
the
know
hospital, see
either.
what they got popping
Man.
off.
I
But
think I'm
somebody
okay.
need to become an
I think
RN
I'm
so we can
okay.
learn those
Right.
things.
Tay, come on,
I
come
think
on,
I'm
RN.
okay with that.
I'm gonna just be in the room, like, okay.
I think I'm gonna be okay without knowing that they got tails. I kind of want to wrap it up a little bit more with the whole Beyonce Jay-Z situation.
Mhm.
Like, what? Okay, so we still mad about the same thing that Colin did
Yeah.
years ago, 3 years ago, and I don't understand. And then Jay-Z's like, well, what we doing next? What are we doing next? What can we do next? Okay, we didn't already drew our line in the sand,
Mhm.
I guess, and we ain't fucking with the shit y'all fucking with. We ain't standing. We don't respect the national anthem. You know, this is our protest.
Yeah.
But like, what are we doing?
I-
What can we do?
I think a big thing the players could do probably would be to protest games. But that would be them, of course, not playing and not getting paid, which I'm sure
Yeah.
no one's really
Nobody
going to
wants to fuck
jeopardize
up
their
their
own
money.
money. Yeah.
Nobody wants to fuck up their money, bitch. Sometimes you go like
Yeah.
when
Have to.
people go on strike for their job. That's
Mhm.
them fucking up
They
their
fucking
money.
up their money when the
To get what
government-
they
when
want.
the-
Well, the government shutdowns and different. They
Yeah,
still,
that was different.
Now they do start getting paid, but the top levels ain't where they got all.
Or maybe we just need to like the black community needs to just have our own football teams and our own, you know.
Yeah.
So then we wouldn't have to worry about none of that. Like I looked up because I told my friend he's into football. I was like, why don't you just make up your own team? Like I showed him on like this website I usually go on called Wikispace or something like that, and it's pretty much simple to make up your own team. Like you just come up with a corporation and then find some sponsors that want to actually give money, and then like eventually after you win so and so games, you can become an official team. So it's just like if our community actually came up with teams and stopped, you know, trying to be on with the NFL, we can actually do that.
Yeah, I think isn't
it comes
Diddy
with work.
or somebody trying to create their own league? I think it was Diddy or Ice
Diddy
Cube.
wanna
Ice
buy
Cube
it.
created the Big Three. That's basically our own basketball league.
Yeah.
See,
But
so
black
there you
people.
go.
Oh, beautiful.
But Diddy wants to buy the NFL.
Diddy, well, I don't know if I
Right,
could
they
trust
gonna
Diddy
they
with
gonna do
anything.
you like Bill Cosby did.
Sorry, Diddy. I don't know if I could trust him with anything because he every man for himself.
But let's
he's
slide
like a
to our
Diddy
next
Kane,
topic.
okay?
Because tell you what you just said kind of goes into what I wanted to go into was, of course, Gail catching some flack over her recent interview with Leslie.
Lisa
Leslie. I was gonna call her Leslie Jordan.
Well, I didn't forget about Lisa,
Famous-
but Lisa been hot.
Right.
famous WNBA player.
Yes.
I read somewhere that her and Kobe were best friends.
Yeah, they were friends,
I don't know if they were just friends or best friends. I don't know, but you know that just knowing that just hit a little bit more differently. Like, damn, that was really disrespectful.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a month. Yeah, she talked about basically Kobe being accused of rape when in 2003, I believe it was. When he was still playing in the NBA. And Lisa Leslie.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Lisa Leslie was like, you know, I think we should just leave it in the past because he was acquitted of it. So let's leave it back there. But everyone online, of course, was like, damn, Gail, it ain't even been a month and you already talking about some shit like this. But of course, Gail and Oprah have that thing where they're trying to tear down black men. From what the people can see, was never.
The white people use them too because they are connected in our circle. But I want to know, like, if y'all pay attention, when our black men reach a certain peak in their career and they done with it, or they reach too high, they either die or they get in prison, or they be out here on drugs. But my thing is, who the fuck are you, Gail? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck made you the designated motherfucking speaker for black people? Because every time a nigga die or they get in jail or some shit happen,
do an interview.
you the only bitch doing the interview.
Like, why?
I just want to know.
She the black Barbara Waters.
But I just want fuck Barbara Waters. She ain't even the piece of shit like that. I just want to know who the fuck is Gail? Where did you come from? Like, who are
Oprah's
you?
bestie. That's Oprah's
No, that's
best
Oprah's
friend.
bitch.
That's
That's
Oprah's
fucking
bitch.
Oprah.
Yeah.
We all know
They
that.
put her up on.
Okay,
Stedman
Stedman is just the nigga that stay in the goddamn in the penthouse in the
Stedman
extra
knew
house.
what his name is, Stead.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's the Stedman.
Right.
But my whole thing is this: like, who the fuck is Gail? Why the fuck is Gail so important? Because who are you? Like, where did you come from? I've never heard of you my whole entire life.
She ain't got no real
I'm
clout.
saying I knew her on the
She ain't got no real
news.
clout.
I knew
She
her
ain't
on the
got no clout or
news,
nothing,
and I knew
like-
she was on Oprah Winfrey's network, and that's the only reason why I knew. Then, like you said, she started doing all these interviews.
That's once again, who the fuck is Gail? Nobody,
We know who Oprah is.
nobody gives a fuck about you, kid. Okay,
Yeah.
take your ass in the house, continue to get them threats, and deal with what you did because that shit is
Continue
fucked
to
up.
get the threats.
No, that was a bad idea.
I'm gonna say she did post a video online saying that she was upset at the network for airing that.
Because they
putting that
set
clip
her,
out
but
there.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
you dumb bitch. You're still black, and I'm tired of you black bitches that have a little bit of money that think because you run in the inner circle with white people that they are going to respect you. You're still a fucking
Or have your
nigga.
back.
You still a nigga.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're going to set your dumb ass up, and guess what? You're going to take the backlash, and then you're going to have to sit there
But
and deal with it.
But you know what? They go back to like black people wanting acceptance and approval from white people because you. Maybe the network was like, yeah, ask that question, and she's like, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna do it because you asked me to. Bitch,
No.
you should have stood up for yourself and said no.
She's so damn dull and dry. She's not even a good moniker, like a questionnaire. Like she's not even a good interview. So, what do you think about Kobe's? Who gives a fuck? Like
Right.
Kelly was
Right.
fucking accused of some shit.
Mhm.
Every goddamn black man has been accused of some shit. Who gives a fuck? Let's ask you some questions. She would have been asking me that shit, and I would have been asking her, well, why you fucking Oprah?
Right.
And
Why you
trying to
are
act like your friends.
Right. Like
Every question she would have had for me, I would have
Yeah,
hit
already.
her. I would have hit her so low because it'd be she's the prime example of why your own people will fuck you over. It be your own people that will try to bring you down. Your own people will not want to see you do better. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's terrible. Like why can't we just all like y'all just all three came together? Like you know what? I want to do a podcast. It wasn't you saying, you know what? My cousin thinks she all of this, and why she gotta add this nigga? You know what I'm saying? It was none of that. So
She
why?
probably said that,
Why is it that we can't just join as one and just be cool with the situation?
And I was thinking about that earlier before we even brought this to the show today because it's like I don't know why she was being messy like that because
No, that's beyond messy.
That is
You gotta find
brutal.
another word for that.
That's kind of brutal. I don't know. Like that's just,
That was
that's like asking
savage.
about.
Yeah,
she
no,
was
that's
a savage.
definitely. And even online, like, they were saying, you know, so she was responding to comments online. One guy said, it was fucked up for you to say that about Kobe. Hasn't been even that long. Would you say this about Harvey Weinstein? And they show her in a
being
picture
with
with him. And she answered everything in that man's question but the piece about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
But you and Oprah popped up at the Oscars that one year with the Me Too movement in the black. Oprah, but you, Harvey Weinstein, your nigga, right?
Oh,
But yet
yeah.
alone, you popped up in every woman, black or white, that was in a black dress. That was them standing saying that they have been raped or been sexually exploited. You had the most flamboyant motherfucking dress on. So
What color was the dress?
Black.
It was black. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She
that
was
Me
saying,
Too movement that year at the
mhm.
Oscars, every woman wore black to support the Me
Yeah.
Too movement. So help me understand, how did you have the most flamboyant, baddest dress on to be an old bitch, and yet alone you out here tarnishing niggas' names?
I just feel like it's funny to me because I feel like it just goes back on like how they don't want us to be. They don't want no togetherness. Like it's just like I feel like somebody did put her up to ask that question, like, and then she probably had that video ready. Like I just want to explain myself. I mean. You asked the question. Don't try to explain. You said it.
Bill Bellamy said that. I watched the thing with him today. Bill said when he interviewed Prince, he interviewed Pac, he interviewed Michael Jackson. It was questions that they wanted him to ask. But as a man and as a black man, he was not going to ask.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
He was not going to ask these things. He could have asked Pac, this Pac had just got out of jail at the time. Like he said, I could have asked him this, I could have asked him that. He said, but it wasn't me, it wasn't my place to ask these degraded things. So it's like, where do you say, I'm not going to exploit my own people. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like, what they gonna do? Come run out and take the mic from you or something? Like, if you don't ask the question, like you knew when Sarah said, "Come on, Gail," ask her this.
Sarah.
Like, come on, Gail, ask this question, and you just like, I don't know.
Sarah, you asked the damn question.
Right? If you want to come out here and sit on my lap, you can come ask me motherfucking question.
You want to sit in my seat and ask a question, bitch?
Like,
I'm not
poor Lisa.
saying-
You know, Lisa
It
would
had
have
to
popped
be
you in the
something
mouth.
It had to be a thought in her head, like, damn, I don't know. Like, everybody taking this Kobe shit kind of hard. Maybe I shouldn't ask this question. This is kind of uncool to ask this question. It ain't even been a month. But you said, fuck it, I want to please these people.
Yeah.
and be the top dog in the office, get a pat on the back, a pat on the head. So I'm gonna ask the question.
She got a girl. What how they say, atta boy?
Atta girl. Go ahead.
She got a motherfucking pat on the back.
But it wasn't even that. They dogged her because they didn't even back her up.
They ain't got her back.
They put her out. They
nothing.
let you out there with your dress
put
down.
them clips out there, girl, to hurt you. And
Right.
yeah, no, because I'm wondering now, was the point of this whole interview just to show that piece of talk about Kobe for real? Then what was the point of even having Lisa Leslie on there?
Yeah, because
she was just the bait. She was just to sit there.
And she
looked so uncomfortable.
Because she did kind of make me mad when she was just like, well, as his friend, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
I
was like,
going
whoa. I mean, when your friend a pervert, like.
She was like, I just wanted to make I wanted to make sure her point on it was clear that she didn't see that side of Kobe. But
even if she did, why the fuck?
Like, I mean, what? Like, she telling you, like, when they was out, he wasn't the type of guy to be like, oh, we gonna do this or we gonna do that. She said he wasn't like that. So if
she said I have friends like that.
Yeah, like, so she knows what that is. I mean, it's easy to know when your friend's just a dog. Like,
yeah. And think about, like you say, that was in 2003. Think about people who lied just to get. Let's say Kobe did.
That was how many years ago?
Like get some money
that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, ain't nobody even thinking about that piece. They thinking about the fact that Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, among other people, tragically lost their life suddenly. Not due to old age, not due to any type of nothing. Just we going to a game. I don't even know how long they were supposed to be in the helicopter.
No more than 2 hours.
So it's like just taking a quick trip, and I do this all the time. This is how I commute across, the motherfucking city. So it's like it's routine, and then me and my daughter die with all these other people, and it's just like that's what we thinking about. We're not thinking about what happened in 04.
Right.
We don't give a fuck about what happened. I mean, whatever happened in 04 is listen, whatever happened in 04.
What happened in 04?
She
like, look, you could have spoke your truth in 04. You could have said what you had to say and stuff like that. I mean, nobody's saying fuck you, but we're just saying like you backed out of it. You ain't saying nothing else. You could have said something back in 2014 if that was the case. But you left it alone for many years. So we ain't thinking about it because you ain't bringing it up no more.
Yeah.
Boom. But it's just like, it's just like, hold on. Like, Kobe didn't just die. Kobe just didn't die. He died with his daughter and then some guy and his wife and their daughter and they
whole
mom and her daughter. Like, it was just
the
too
pilot
much.
is just like, wow, like you just
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, that shit is wild.
But then at the same time, it's just like, I'm gonna be honest. At the same time, it's kind of like I get what Gil was supposed to go on there and say. Like,
would you do it?
I mean, I wouldn't do that. But on a report, her doing her job and feeling like, some people in the world felt like, y'all celebrating this man and he did that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Again, the girl backed off from the whole thing. So it's just like, you bringing it up, y'all kind of being some a-holes about it. But just for those people bringing that up in the world and her asking that question for those people, I get it on a notion. Because it's just like, well, yeah, we gonna grieve, but what about the people that are also really talking about that? Like, they want to know, like, do you think that he's supposed to, like, I feel like she should have said, if that girl dismissed it and it really did happen, but she probably, just like any victim, would kind of feel nervous and stuff like that. Do you think that girl would feel like he should be getting this praise? So I feel like if she said it like that, I guess, and then Lisa would have probably answered like, I mean, I don't know who that girl is, and whatever she believed to go on, whatever. But I just feel like at the same time, sometimes you gotta stand up for your truth on that note.
Yeah.
I feel like if she was sensitive about the matter, not like, so you think he was the we can't really talk about. We don't know. We don't know who Kobe is. We just know him from basketball. We don't kick it with him. He don't sit at our dinner table. We don't know him. So it's just like, this is the wrong time to talk about it. But on the note of that, it's just a way you bring it to the table.
It's a way you bring it there.
So it's just like, I mean, yeah, cool, Gail, but it's just,
tasteless.
Yeah, it was tasteless. I couldn't stomach it. Like, it was just like how she said it. Like, and then when she said like, oh, well, as his friend, bitch. She's not dumb. Like, how old is Lisa? 50, 45? I don't know. I think she should know 50, when a man is a dog now. Yeah. Like, she's not no teenager.
I gotcha.
Because at the end of the day, they didn't been in the clubs together.
Yeah.
You know, when you not putting on that image of I'm Kobe Bryant, I'm a family man. I mean, he did. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Sorry.
So let's talk about Billy Porter.
Yes.
And the Sesame Street.
So we know Billy Porter is going to be on the 50th season of Sesame Street. 51st. I'm saying, I know it's airing on HBO initially. They'll air on PBS Kids or whatever the fuck it would air at. Anyway, Billy Porter was wearing a dress in the picture. Or a tuxedo dress that he wore to the Oscars, I think, a few years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's nice.
It was actually a nice dress.
People of course are mad, saying don't bring this to the kids. And he said, well, if you don't like it, don't watch.
But I ain't know he said that.
Yes.
But my thing is that, like, what is he? Because I think people are thrown by the promo, the promo of it. But I'm like, is this just the promo? Or is this like what he gonna be doing? And is this what he gonna be wearing when he's talking to motherfucking Oscar the Grouch and motherfucking Elmo? Because like, then it's confusing. But other than that, I'm like, I don't really see the problem. Maybe this was just the promo to get you to talk. Catch your eye, like, oh, this man's wearing a dress, a nice dress, but what the fuck going on, Sesame Street? But like on the episode, he might be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I mean, the shirt might be bedazzled, but he might be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. But I don't know.
I don't give a fuck if it's a promo or not. I don't like the fact that whatever your sexual orientation is, that's your personal business. We need to get back to where is whatever's done in your house stays in your house. And when you come outside your doors, you know, kids shouldn't have to look at a guy and be like, is that a man or a woman? Or look at a girl and be like, is that a man or a woman? Because that confuses them and that makes them question their own sexuality. And before our children are old enough to say whether they like either sex, you have, you know, Beauty and the Beast. You got Belle and Belle's sister kissing each other. You know, Frozen and Frozen, they talking about she had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're introducing homographic and lesbianism to children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't introduce this to children at 2-3 years old. You know, I tell my sons, you got a dick, you don't sit down, you stand the fuck up. Okay, I sit down. I'm the only woman in this house. I'm the only one that's gonna sit on this toilet. You ain't got a shit, you gonna stand up. You know, and if it's for promo, that's the wrong promo. You know, him living his life as a gay black man, I salute you, you know, but at the end of the day, you should not be promoting this to our children.
Now, what do you mean by he's promoting? Like, do you mean like he's
pushing... For one, you a grown-ass man with a beard and a dress.
Yeah.
And a big poofy velvet ass dress. That's all types of wrong.
Okay?
And I'm saying it's wrong because you're gearing it towards children. Now, when you on the Oscars and you doing this shit for fashion and for likes, that's something different. But when you're broadcasting this shit to somebody's child, Sesame Street used to be about A, B, C, D. Now you got a grown ass black man with a beard and a damn big poofy ass 1700 velvet dress on.
He still said ABC.
You know No, but he got it. But my whole thing is you cannot put that in people's children's mind.
Well, yeah, I think that, I mean, as long as it's, of course, not like, hey, I'm Billy Porter, I like me, and I'm on Sesame Street. I feel like that's different.
But okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you want your son or your daughter watching a man in a dress on Sesame Street, and you know who he is? Would you want them watching that? And then your son comes to you and say, you know what, Dad? Or you come in the house one day and he got a goddamn dress on.
No,
Because he's seen this shit.
Now I would say, me, I'm a gay person.
Okay.
So I probably would have I've gone through those experimental phases where just having a shirt on my head as hair, or having like the shirt around my waist as something like a dress, just playing in the house. But I mean, for me, I'll say a kid just gonna ask a question, and if it sticks to them, it does. If not, then they're gonna go about that way. Because for me, I never was caught up in, I want to have nails, have extra lashes and shit. So everyone kind of has what sticks to them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
see, you're a regular gay guy. You don't want to be a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have gay guys that want to be women. But what I'm saying to you is, if you had a child, and this is not what you wanted for your child, because this is your own personal preference. You know, whatever you choose to do behind your closed doors, that's what you choose to do. But if your son or your daughter came and said, you know what I'm saying, you know what, Dad, I seen Billy Porter on Sesame Street, you know, and he had a dress on. Do you think that would be appropriate for your 4-year-old son to say, you know what, Dad, I'm going to put on a dress and I want to be this way? But initially, in the real world, he's not really gay. He just got the wrong message because of what he's seen. That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
Because what you do, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my mother's gay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with gay people. But I just don't think that you should I don't think you should bring that around children until they're old enough to understand what is going on. Because you don't want them to think like, this is how we're supposed to live. Because everybody lives their life their own way. But I'm just saying, you shouldn't want kids to misconceive the message.
Well, I get that all the way. I'm gonna say, it definitely does go into, they have to, know that not everyone, they don't have to copy who they are from someone else from seeing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the main thing, of course.
Right.
But also, I mean, just figure out, you gotta live your own life. You gotta live it. Now, not that young and not that age. That age, kids need to be kids all the way.
That's what I'm saying. My one friend, his son told him he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
And his son, he asked his son, he said, well, does your penis get hard when you see a boy? He said, no. He said, well, you're not gay. He said, well, what makes you think this? And he said, well, because I watch, Empire and, shows like that promote these type of things. And he had to explain to him, like, well, son, this is this and this is that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have shows like that people don't even censor, that they think that it's okay for their children to sit down and watch. Whereas when I was little, I couldn't even watch a kissing scene. So it's like, where is the prohibits at? Your children, your 8, 9-year-old should know that he should know who the fuck Ghost is. But he don't know what the fuck 8 divided by 10 is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, it's okay to live your life. Everybody's going to be who they're going to be, but don't enforce that on children. Yeah. Let them get to the point where, they like 16 and they like, well, shit, you know what? I'm feeling some type of way. When I see a girl, I think she got a fat ass, but you know what? When I see a boy, I think his booty bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them come to that conclusion on their own without it being shoved in their face and giving them the missed message.
I get that, because it's just like him being on Sesame Street, like, we wouldn't like it. Like, we wouldn't want, how can I explain this? Like, I know when I was growing up and being at my grandmother's house, she wouldn't even let me watch, like, MTV Jams. And I'm thinking, like, it's just music videos. Like, but she didn't like the fact that I'm watching people, like, shaking their butts or cussing or, touching and feeling on each other and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, not saying that Billy Porter is on Sesame Street kissing another man, but I get what you're saying, because it's just like, if I think a little bit that's when a stereotype comes in, because then it's just like, oh, well, I feel this, like, I don't know, like, all gay men just wear dresses and they're this way and they're this way, but it's just like not understanding a concept, or not understanding what you're watching, and then coming up with your own view, and then ending up like messed up from that thought, and it will turn into a bigger thought, which will turn into a later on action. So I mean, yeah, because it's just like Sesame Street, even though Sesame Street has its own behind the scene deeper problems, like with Ammo puppeteer being an actual child molester. Yeah. Like, it's just like, it's deeper than that. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like, I feel like if that was the promo to get people to talk on Instagram, then that's fine. But I honestly don't feel like he should go on there with the dress. Like, if he wants to go in there and get a little fancy, get fancy. But it's just like, I don't think parents, like Ashley was saying, I don't feel like parents are saying, like, you know, we have a problem with your sexual orientation. We have a problem that you're trying to enforce this onto people. Like, you know, that is, because honestly, it is like, he might as well kiss a man on Sesame Street, tongue him down and everything, because it's just like, nobody, when we was younger, we wouldn't see sex on Sesame Street, you know. Not saying that it's on there, but we don't see stuff like that. Like, when I watched Arthur on PBS Kids, I'm watching these so-called kids that are animals in school. Like, it's supposed to be relatable to me. But like, even though, yes, we are around people like this every day, and I guess in our generation they're trying to make it more comfortable and make us more understanding about it, but it's just like, still, that's gonna open up a wide range of questions, and a lot of people won't know how to bring it up, or some people don't like gay people, so then it'll bring in some hate. Like, I feel like you should keep it behind closed doors. I mean, nobody, like, if he wants to bring on a friend that's like his actual friend, his partner, and break it down in some type of way, like, this is my partner, you know what I'm saying, then do it in a way where it's just like, you're not really taking away a kid's childhood, I guess, or like bringing in more thoughts into something deeper. Like, let's keep it just Sesame Street.
No, I agree. I think that's the main thing. We all think it should just be, a kid show. But I would say, I think the other piece of it is, it's also just not making it that a gay person is just weird, or a gay person is not normal. Like, I think that's the biggest, I guess I'll say that's the push, I think, that I know I wanted to see in terms of just...
because it's just like, it's sensitive, and I don't want to be to a point where it's still, like I told you on the phone, I want people to love whoever they want to love. I don't really care. But it's just like, I don't want to also be sweating and tiptoeing over my words, because, you know, like, honestly, just thinking about it, I wouldn't want my child to be 3 watching Sesame Street and seeing stuff like that. And it's not because of the sexual preference. It's just for the fact of, I don't really want to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't even be thinking about sex and what you think and what you want to do in the bedroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want... That's not even crossing your mind, you know? Like, I just want you... If I'm going to let you watch Sesame Street while I'm out of the room, I want them to be teaching you the stuff that I was being taught. Like, how to spell, about your letters, how to count. Like, I don't want you asking me, like, oh, well, I watched Sesame Street and I saw this man and man kissing. Like, you know, like, do daddy kiss men? Like, you know,
I'm
like
confused. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I wanted to say something because I completely disagree with everybody. Because I feel like at the end of the day, this is Sesame Street. Yes, he is gay, but who's to say he gonna be on there like, yeah, this my man or whatever?
No,
if
I'm
he
not.
gonna go on there, he gonna go on there to teach the ABCs and play pretend with everybody else. We know he gay. We know he's flamboyant and he to wear dresses. That's fine, but that's not. I don't believe that that's how he gonna come on the show. And we gotta think about who watching the show. Little kids that don't even that's not even gonna register. They're gonna be like, ooh, that's a. If you go on there wearing a dress, they're gonna be like, ooh, that's a pretty dress. They don't register. They don't register like what's going on here. They probably just like, ooh, this is sparkles and glitter. Like this is fun, and he's playing a fun role. And I don't know. Like I have no problem with him going on the show at all, because I just feel like, why are we tiptoeing around it? And a lot of people that are gay, they wish they had more representation on TV. Like maybe this is more, maybe they do have these thoughts when they're younger and they're afraid to say something, but when they see somebody on TV, they feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more free to be who they are. And if my son want to come home and because he saw somebody on TV wearing a dress, that's him experimenting. If that's not who he is, he's going to come to terms with that eventually. That's just because he sees that, it's not going to change his mind. It's not going to change what he's sexually attracted to. If he's attracted to boys, then he's going to be attracted to boys. If he's not, then he's going to figure that out. So I just feel like we got to give kids more credit, or I don't know, just because now I'm frustrated.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, because I'm not just speaking on just him. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just saying, like, with him doing that, you know, what if that brings on something like that? It's just like, you know, it will open up a door.
And that's great, I think. I mean,
it is, but at the same time,
to talk about.
I just feel like, you know, it's just a certain age group that's watching that. And that's what I'm just saying. Like, I don't have no problem with him, you know, if I have a son and he sees something at the age of 10, you know, because then it's more, he can comprehend. But 3 to 5, I just feel like that's just a little inappropriate. Like,
I think you see it from the view that you see it. How old are you?
Oh, God, do I want to say? 26.
I think you say it from that view because you don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe if you had children and your son really came home and seen that and saw that, I think you would see it in a different light. Because
I don't agree, though.
Because I mean, when I say that to you, and I'm speaking because I'm a black woman and I don't believe in certain things. Mm-hmm. So that's like if you only had a daughter, that's the only person that's going to carry your legacy. And she chose to be with a woman. You didn't get no grandchildren. You got nothing to carry you on. After she died, you died. There's no more of you. How would that make you feel?
I mean, I'm dead. So, I mean, I don't know. Because, like, I don't know. Because it's like after I'm dead, I'm dead.
But that's like you being the only child. Your mama was the only child. You the only child. Your daughter's the only child. Once she dies off, there's nothing left of you, of your mom, your grandmother, no nothing. We are meant to reprocreate, you know, to reprocreate. Shit. Y'all know the word.
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
We're meant to multiply. Reprocreate, because we are supposed to have a legacy. You know, we're supposed to keep the generation going. So if you say right now in this instant, well, I don't care if my son comes home like this, you should care, and you should really change your mindset in that, because it's I think it's a bad way of thinking, because how can you keep your legacy going? That's like you being a billionaire and you pass your generation, you pass your generational wealth off, and your son or your daughter say, you know what, I'm just gonna marry my same sex and we're not going to have any kids, you know, and that's just it. And it's like, it stops there. And nobody will ever know that you existed. You know, you don't have anything you don't have anything to keep you going.
I mean, I don't really. I mean, I've never thought of it that way. I will admit that I've never thought of it that way, but I still don't think that's what because I'm like, I don't want you to live your life based on, oh, I gotta carry this legacy on.
I mean, it's more than one. You can have a kid without having sex now. I mean, you can.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying, now my parents said they want a grandchild. I'm like, all right, you'll get one. I mean, I just gotta find someone to carry a baby.
Yeah.
I gotta pay for it. That's it. That's the only thing.
I mean, it's cheaper to do it the old-fashioned way, I guess.
I mean, it is, but you know.
But I mean, it is. But there are other ways to carry the legacy on, and I mean, if it doesn't get carried on, I don't know if this is me being ignorant or not. Then it just doesn't get carried on. I just don't want my daughter or son to live their life because in that way, like, okay, I want to be with this woman and I'm a woman, but I gotta carry this legacy on. I don't want you to think like that. I want you to just live your life and be, you know, happy, because that's how I live my life, and I just happen to be into the niggas. Like,
not the niggas.
I don't know. The niggas. But no, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a touchy topic.
It is. Because it's just like, yeah, I feel both topics.
And honestly, I totally get what you're saying.
I get both topics, but it's just like, my whole thing is, I just don't want the exposure of something sexual like that young. That's how I feel. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what. I can't stop them from doing anything.
And then,
I mean, it's just like, I remember getting in trouble watching stuff that people kissing and stuff, and I was like,
cartoons when they kiss.
Like, on cartoons, it was kind of different because it was just
it
like
so explicit back then.
Cartoons wasn't real, so it's just like when they kiss something, but they kiss a female though.
So I mean, that's still sexual, and that makes.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like it just comes from a different aspect of. I know cartoons aren't real, but when I see people kiss, like when Aladdin and Jasmine kiss, I used to get a little tingle in my body when I was young. Like ooh, like what was that?
You know, to be somebody Jasmine and give a little.
No, Aladdin was my boyfriend in my mind.
Aladdin
he
was
fine, but
he was still a nigga's friend.
But it was just like, like you know, I remember those experiences.
Hello.
Like I remember those experiences and stuff. So it's just like, but like at the same time, it's just about the exposure at that age. Like,
but who's to say that's what's going to be going down? We got to remember what we talking about. We talking about Sesame Street. They teaching us our shapes and our colors and our numbers. Who's to say Billy just gonna be on there teaching that? He not gonna be. Yeah. We don't know if he gonna be.
I'm not. But again, I'm talking about just like period. I'm not just talking about Billy. I'm talking about period.
But that's what we talking about.
I mean, you know, it just got to the open range of that of that opening up a door.
So are you saying you don't want to have your young kids seeing people that are LGBT on TV? You're saying?
I'm just saying if they expose a little much, because again, if he's on there, I don't know what he's gonna do, wear the dress or not. But that could be like somebody else wants to go on Sesame Street and open up a bigger door. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen off of him doing that. I mean, him doing that for himself, whatever. But it's just like, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want my 3 to 5 year old seeing what more it could get to. Like, you never know. I don't know what goes on Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? They let a pervert for years be around children on Sesame Street. I don't know what's going on Sesame Street.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, overall, it's just, you know, like on the Loud Family on Nickelodeon. The black boy got 2 gay dads, even though you don't see them. But it's just like, you know, that shows for like I guess 6 to 8 or plus kids. So it kind of opens, that will kind of open up a different door of like, maybe when 6-year-olds up to 10-year-olds, maybe they do have friends at school that do have gay dads. That's fine. You can mentally get to a 6 to 8-year-old. They can ask you questions. It's not going to be confusing, and it's a different step from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like different doors of that is being open. Maybe cartoons will, like, maybe SpongeBob one day will kiss Patrick on the lips. Maybe they'll move in together. You never know what doors will open. That's what I'm just saying. Yeah. And it's just like, overall, it's not about being gay or what it is or blah, blah, blah. It's just that door being open. They being really sexual now. Like, it's just like, it's one thing to be kissing and stuff, man and woman. But now it's just like, man and man, it's just like, or for years, kissing another woman was really sexual because people thought that was hot. So now, if it's just like, now they putting it on things where kids can get to it, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just going to open up conversations. And it's just like, it's going to open up so many conversations because, like I said, a lot of people don't like it, and it can bring in hate onto the child and make them hate themselves. If they do actually like it, it can bring on them to feel comfortable about themselves and want to see where it goes. Who knows? But it's gonna open up a door. But I'm just saying, overall, if they gonna do it, I'd rather it be, they at least try to keep it G.
Or it's Sesame Street, so I feel like it will be G. They're gonna be
I'm just saying, not.
I know what you mean, but I mean,
yeah, like not on Sesame Street. Forget Sesame Street. I'm just saying that door.
Kids are that boring. Shit. I'm gonna say right.
I mean, yeah, they do. I was 6
right.
porn, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like, just getting curious. But that's what I'm saying. I'm in that
they got sexual parts at a very
and they probably watch their parents fuck on accident.
Oh my god.
I'm done with this one
right
here.
I don't even know if this even makes sense, but you know what Sigmund Freud said?
What Sigmund Freud said?
The psychosexual behavior at a very young age, with all of the different stages that kids go through at a very young age. And I took a class on that and everything about sex and adolescence and stuff, and my teacher was talking about how her kids know like the proper terms for their genitalia and her daughter was like only 3, you know, and she knew that she had a vulva, and you know, boys have penises and all of that stuff, just to put the bug in your ear, so later on when it actually does become a fully developed thought that you know. So I don't know if it's a good. Like you said, I don't have kids, so I don't know. I might feel different. I might not. I might want to keep it on the down low. Like, you can't watch nothing, motherfucker, because everybody they wear dresses and kissing, and I don't want you to see that. Like, I mean,
I tell my 5-year-old, you have a penis, because I want him to understand that he's a boy. And I tell him, mommy has boobs, mommy has a vagina. We're 2 different sex. You have a pair of balls. You know, I do explain that much to him. So therefore, he does understand the difference. You know, I do believe that you're supposed to let them know. I don't believe in this non-gender shit that these bitches talking about some, oh, well, I want my child to pick what they is. No, bitch, tell him he's a boy or tell him he's a girl.
I definitely don't know if I agree with the let you pick. Because, I mean, genetics and all that.
That's what I'm saying.
They already did that to X and the Y.
But that's where these people at mentally, though. You know what I'm saying? So this goes back to what we were saying, where it's not age appropriate. Because if you have a mom that's like, you know, like they said, Beyonce said, you know, she's raising Blue and Rumi to be, you know, dominant, but she's raising Sir to be non-gender. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you want your son to be, you know, feminine, but you want your daughters to be hard? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's sending a mixed message. So for me, I believe that my son is not gonna say, "Oh, mommy, I'm a girl." No, the fuck you're not, because I didn't birth any bitches. You know, I did not. Okay, I birthed 2 motherfucking sons. You niggas got 2 dicks and a pair of balls, and you gonna conduct yourself like that. Now, as you move along in life, you're gonna go through some shit. You're gonna have to figure out some shit on yourself. But you gonna know, mommy told you. You didn't pick a gender.
Yeah.
Your daddy chose it when he shot you out his dick, and he chose you to be a boy, and that's what the hell you gonna be.
Wow.
Plain and simple.
Because I just, overall, I just feel like with the gay, especially with the whole, because I wanted to touch on it real quick, the whole thing with Sesame Street and TV period, I just want to bring it to, I don't want TV to talk about it or teach them. I'd rather break it down so we can have a understanding, but I just don't even want to bring sex in the mind till they mentally understand. We can have a conversation. I can understand who they're asking. But I did also want to say too, because a lot of times in the comments when I seen the picture of him wearing the suit dress, or just when Nas X was wearing that, I don't even know what that was.
That pink shit.
And people keep on saying like, this is the agenda. They're trying to weaken the black man and da-da-da-da-da. It's all a part of the gay agenda. And I'm just like, then I was on like, kind of like, I can see where they coming from with this, because you know a lot of stuff does come out like this. But then at the same time, it also comes back to, well, maybe he wanted this. Like, who's to say that he didn't want to wear this and he's just expressing his sexuality, and you know there is no agenda. But then it's just like, I feel like there's an agenda, but then I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like this would be a great topic to talk about. So do you guys feel like it's a gay agenda?
Well, I think when we talked on the phone, I said if anything, it's just more so to make it that we're not weird, just so you know we're a normal person. Like, it's, you know, there are people that are going to be straight, but they're going to be gay. Just kind of, I guess, recognizing that piece would be the main thing where everyone's going to be different.
Bringing it to surface, like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, like it's going to be black people and white people.
Yeah.
Brown people, Indian, Asian.
I just, because it's just like, I don't see, like, I see what they're trying, like, because they put the spotlight on black gay men about it, especially in the media, so I can see where they coming from with it. But at the same time, it's just like, but who am I to say?
I think it's our spotlight, though, too. I think it's just a black people spotlight. Because we're only going to focus on people that we care about or that look like us, mainly. Yeah, because I just feel like, you know, gay white men, they don't, you know, when they're gay, you can tell when the white guy is gay, but they don't go all out like black people do. That's why I'm just like, I can see what they're trying to do, but it hits me more when they be like, they're trying to weaken the black man. And I'm like, well, why are they just trying to weaken the black man? Why are they just not weakening? Like, how is the whole agenda not just weakening the whole male species at all, or something like that? Like, I just feel like they're trying to target us, but like, why?
It's an emasculation thing, and it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Whereas we're not the minority anymore. You know, white people are dying off. That's why they stopped abortions, because white women are the first people to get abortions, if y'all don't know this. So if they can get rid of us, then what's the quickest way besides killing us? Making you like the same sex, introducing the LGBT thing to you. So it is an agenda, but the whole thing is, back in the 70s, if a black man was gay, it was a 50% chance you knew, because some of them they just was sweet, you know, you could just tell because he had a to him, you know. But then that other 50%, you couldn't tell because they kept it in, they kept it behind closed doors, you know. He may have had a roommate, or he may have had a best friend, you know. It was always a certain title, you could never figure it out, you know what I'm saying, because they probably had 2 rooms just in case when they had company come over, and people spent the night, they slept in separate rooms. You know what I'm saying? It was some type of discreetness to it. But now it's just like, bow, it's in your face. So I think it's a personal agenda, and with that being said, we have to either, it's breaking us, because if you look at it now, like in school, I see young ladies talking about some, at 12 years old, I'm gay. How do you know you're gay? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, you don't know.
But what I'm saying to you is, what makes you gay?
I mean, honestly, I would say when I was younger, I messed with boys and girls. I didn't have a name for it, but I just knew that I had feelings for both sexes.
But that's what I'm saying. See, that was you being bi. But as you got older, you deciphered which sex you liked more. You understand what I'm saying? But at 12 years old and you've never been touched by a boy, you can't sit here and tell me that you're gay. What makes you gay? How do you know these things? You understand what I'm saying? Because what experience have you had? Well, what is it that has went on to you to make you believe this? Because you have studs, but you have studs. But see, you have studs out here that's on the low getting fucked by dudes.
I know, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Studs like that, yeah.
So you can't sit there and say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be walking around here portraying yourself like, yeah, I'm a whole stud, but yet alone you get a dick on the low. Just like, you can't say that you were a gay man, but yet alone, you eat somebody's pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, be what you gonna be. Don't dwindle in between the two.
Well, that's why I think people say they're sexually fluid, just so they don't have to pick a lane all the way where, like they wanna, they wanna eat a little pussy, suck a little dick at the same time. I love watching bisexual porn. It's my favorite porn, so that's what they're doing it all.
Really?
Yes, and there's black people doing it now more too. So I'm like, yes, I see myself in there.
I cannot.
Go on Twitter. You gotta go on.
He said, wait a minute, he got a website for us too.
No, Twitter is for porn.
Twitter got some porn on it.
Right.
I don't even have a Twitter account.
You gotta get
Girl,
a Twitter
get
account.
I don't even.
When the misdirected wrong, just go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
go
tell
on
you
there.
this. I don't even know how to work Twitter.
Oh,
I don't know how to tweet either no more.
You ain't gotta tweet, just watch.
You ain't gotta tweet, just watch.
I feel like you would enjoy it just to get your thoughts out. Just to get your thoughts. I just be talking to my damn self like, y'all, it's just me.
Just Jay.
Talking.
Yeah.
Just getting my thoughts out. Sometimes you just gotta, things that you're thinking, just the way to get it off your spirit.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap it up. We're actually gonna get into our after show right from here, but you will see that on YouTube actually. So check us out on YouTube as we go ahead and go to the next phase.
Yes.
Jay, take it away.
Right. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in on our what do we call Fridays?
Pre-game Fridays.
Pre-game Fridays.
Thank you.
The weekend is
y'all
here.
not going out nowhere because the roads is terrible.
I didn't
out
see
there.
you.
I saw a big ass truck just flipped over in the hood today. I saw it. I didn't see it, but I saw on my Instagram.
Hold on, bitch. I thought you went to go see this car.
I'm
like you drove
not going
past
that
it.
way. I'm not gonna go that way because they said it was still flipped over hours later, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just slide past that. But thank you so much for tuning in. It was a lot of y'all being active on Instagram and Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Follow us on our Twitter at what is it? _?
Real Spit Pod.
I think it's no underscore.
Or Real Spit Pod #1.
Yeah, sure.
Follow our
We got so many
Instagram
names.
at _ Real Spit Podcast. We've been doing promos all week. Promo for a promo. So slide in our DMs if you want to do promo. I think we might be doing that until the weekend or so. And follow, don't forget to catch our new episode on Sunday.
If I send it.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Sunday. Type in Real Spit Podcast in the search bar on YouTube.
Episode 34?
Yes.
Yeah.
34. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely. Follow my personal page, my Instagram and Twitter at JEHBillionaire. You can follow me on all social medias that matter. Do not follow me on Facebook. Okay.
It's Tay Marie, 3 E's, 4 underscores. Hey.
Ash.
Oh.
Yeah. Plug yourself in, girl.
Oh, you can follow me at Red Do Hair, REDD No, it's red is 2 D's.
Okay.
And then it's do, DOHAIRE. I
Okay,
mean,
so-
drop not the E. I'm sleepy, y'all.
It's late, okay.
But I'm the hair surgeon. So if you
Okay.
you lacking edges or you know
What if you missing
you
your
need a
top?
wig, hey, I'll get you together. I'll give you the
She bringing y'all
Right, she'll
edges
get the
back.
Donald Trump.
I give you the Donnie.
Right. And then for me, who else put _K on Instagram and Twitter. And remember, Twitter is for porn.
Twitter
I
is for
cannot.
porn. That should be like your new sign out.
Right.
Don't forget Twitter is
To
for
porn.
porn.
And it's
Okay.
still here in 2020, so that's why I'm excited.
We are.
They should just let you sponsor.
I know.
I mean, honestly,
Listen.
like Twitter, come on.
Oh,
Twitter's
Twitter,
for
you
porn.
popping.
Hashtag Twitter is for porn.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
But
guys,
y'all-
we're signing out. Have a
Peace.
good night.
See y'all
Peace
next
out.
week.